This is Dr.K.J.Sunmista, Assistant Professor of Commerce from the Standard Fireworks Rajaratnam College for Women, Sivakasi. Here is my video lesson on Introduction to GST, Goods and Service Tax. The presentation plan includes three major topics: Introduction to GST as a game changer, benefits of GST, and the major features of GST. First, what is GST? We can say that it is the one nation, one tax principle, a single tax system for manufacturing, trading, as well as the services provided. A tax is involved means that is the goods and service tax. The earlier tax regime has several limitations. Of that, the first one is the cascading effect of tax, that is levy of tax on tax. This double taxation is avoided in the current GST provisions. Multiple registrations were there in the previous indirect tax system. A person doing business has to register himself under excise law, service tax, VAT. Separate registration was required for all these taxes, but that is not the case in GST. Different points of taxation were there. Central excise is payable on manufacturing, service tax is payable on provision of services, and VAT is payable on sale of goods from one person to another person. That is not the case in case of GST. Lack of uniformity among different states in India was the problem in the earlier tax regime. Here is the example. When goods are passed from Gujarat to Maharashtra, no entry tax is levied by the government of Maharashtra, but entry tax will be levied by the Gujarat government. So, this kind of lack of uniformity is avoided by the introduction of GST. There was a serious complication in identifying whether it is a good or service. Such complications were put to an end by the introduction of GST. Now, let us see to the direct benefits of GST. GST helps to decrease the inflation in the economy. This is done by way of reducing the cascading effect of taxes and overall reduction in prices. The next benefit is easiness in doing business is provided by the GST by providing a common national market where all the states and union territories are treated as a common feature. And the benefits are provided to the small taxpayers. They are not penalized with overtaxation. The third benefit is decrease in black transaction. Black money is not created after the introduction of GST, as it is a self-regulating tax system and it is done on the basis of electronic way, digital tax system. Hence, it reduces the black money. Next benefit is it is more informative to the consumers, as it is simple and there is no multiple taxes. It is easily understandable by the consumers. And the state governments are not getting maximum benefits out of the GST. The central government has the complete autonomy over the taxation system. GST also encourages the Make in India, that is the local entrepreneurs are promoted well by levying zero rate tax on exports, and it also protects the domestic industry by way of levying IGST. Now, let us see to the main features of GST. GST would be applicable on the supply of goods and services. It would be a single taxation system, and the maximum share of 50% will be enjoyed by the central government and the remaining will be shared among the state and union territories. The tax levied by levied at a central level is C GST, then S GST is the state level tax, union territory GST is UT GST, the next one is the integrated GST, IGST. It is applicable on all goods and services other than the alcoholic liquor for human consumption and few petroleum products. GST is a complete destination based consumption tax. The exports will be tax free and the imports are taxed at the same rate in the integrated GST system. The value additions alone will be taxed. So, the final consumers are the ultimate beneficiaries. The taxpayers whose turnover is more than 20 lakhs are liable for registration. When their turnover is less than 20 lakhs, they need not go for registration under GST. But when they are involved in interstate supplies or paying tax on reverse charge basis, this exemption is not allowed. They have to compulsorily register themselves under GST. When their turnover, aggregate turnover is up to 50 lakhs, they are also eligible for composition levy. IGST would be levied and collected by the central government on interstate supply of goods and services. HSN code, that is Harmonized System Nomenclature Code, will be followed for classifying the goods and services under the GST regime. For services, SAC code will be used. Exports and supplies from special economic zones are treated under zero rated supply. Imports of goods and services would be subjected to IGST in addition to the basic customs duty. Law and procedure for levy and collection of GST is harmonized to the maximum level possible. Finally, let us see to the GST rates which are applicable in India. For the essential items, 0% tax will be collected from the consumers, and for the goods of mass consumption, a minimum rate of 5% GST will be levied, and 12% or 18% will be the standard rates for the goods which are manufactured in India and services provided by the service providers of India. 28% is the maximum GST rate which is levied on the consumer durable goods, pan masala and tobacco products. The rates will be notified by the government on the recommendation of the GST Council, and uniform GST rate is possible at all the states. And thank you for visiting this video lesson. Thank you.